If you walk into the basement of an old house in America's Rust Belt, you might stumble across a genuinely perplexing sight. Sitting right out in the open, usually in the middle of an unfinished basement floor, is a single toilet, completely divorced of any privacy walls. To a modern observer, the setup looks completely undignified. It sits fully exposed on cold concrete, completely divorced from the modern conventions of a comfortable private bathroom. But this fixture, widely known as the Pittsburgh Potty, is not a contractor's mistake or a half-finished renovation. It is a highly intentional architectural feature. These exposed pipes and bare walls weren't an oversight. They were a tactical response to the way early American cities were built, functioning as a safeguard against the infrastructure of the time. By the late 19th century, Pittsburgh was rapidly expanding as a national center of steel and heavy industry. This economic engine drew in a massive influx of a new working class that needed an immediate place to live. The architectural solution for these workers was the American Foursquare. These were budget-friendly, mass-produced homes that offered a serious upgrade in living standards, particularly because they featured the modern luxury of indoor plumbing. However, the city's infrastructure struggled to keep up with this sudden density. Pittsburgh utilized a combined sewer system. Instead of separating waste from storm runoff, a single primitive set of underground pipes collected both heavy rainwater and domestic sewage. Because Pennsylvania's terrain is notoriously uneven, heavy rains consistently overwhelmed these primitive lines. The sudden influx of stormwater created what engineers called a Veal conundrum, choking the pipes and creating a pressure buildup right underneath residential neighborhoods. With nowhere else to go, that pressure reversed direction. Raw sewage forcefully surged back up through the residential connections and erupted out of upstairs bathtubs and finished bathroom fixtures. By connecting their clean living spaces directly to an inadequate municipal grid, these early homeowners had inadvertently wired a high-pressure hazard into the upper floors of their homes. Since city architects couldn't replace the entire subterranean pipe network overnight, they had to make a pragmatic compromise. They decided to choose exactly which part of the house would absorb the inevitable damage. Their mechanical solution was to install a standalone toilet at the absolute lowest point of the home's plumbing network. A toilet naturally requires an exceptionally wide connection to the main sewer line compared to a standard floor drain. This wide aperture turned the basement fixture into the system's path of least resistance. During a massive rainstorm, the reversed sewage would reliably burst out of the basement toilet first, leaving the finished living spaces on the floors above untouched. This deliberate flooding also explains the lack of privacy walls. If architects had framed the toilet in wood and drywall, those materials would quickly absorb bacteria and succumb to mold. Keeping the setup fully exposed on bare concrete allowed families to spot an overflow immediately. Once the storm passed, the mess could be cleaned up by hosing down the slab and applying bleach. In its original iteration, the Pittsburgh Potty was never meant for human use. It served strictly as a sacrificial release valve designed to protect the family above. By the mid-20th century, city planners finally upgraded the infrastructure, separating the storm and domestic sewer lines and ending the threat of violent backflow. Even after the engineering problem was solved, these bare-bones fixtures remained a necessity for working families. The reason was the physical state of the workers themselves. Men returning from 12-hour shifts in the steel mills and coal mines were covered head to toe in industrial grime, a mixture of harsh soot and grease that would contaminate a clean house. A new daily routine emerged. Instead of walking through the front door, Dad would enter through a separate basement entrance, stripping off his soiled work clothes and using the exposed plumbing setup to wash the worst of the filth away. Over time, families expanded upon these setups. They frequently installed a crude shower head directly over the existing floor drains to wash away the factory dust before anyone went upstairs. The old architectural weak point had successfully transformed into a domestic airlock, buffering the pristine family living space from the realities of the factory floor. This setup also allowed for a stark contrast on the main floor. The women who managed these working-class households maintained orderly living spaces and pristine upstairs bathrooms. For the wives, the Pittsburgh Potty was a literal line of defense. It ensured that the mud, the blood, and the toxic soot of heavy industry stopped at the foundation and never crossed into their meticulous domain. A husband heading straight to the basement to hose off after a grueling shift was considered a baseline sign of respect for the labor required to run the household. Of course, sharing this space led to some awkward logistics. Women regularly used the basement for laundry, leading to accounts of wives staring firmly at the washbins to avoid making eye contact with their husbands bathing in the corner. The exposed toilet defined the absolute physical boundary separating the labor of the outside world from the protected sanctuary of the family home. Today, modern homeowners either remove these toilets or utilize the pre-existing plumbing to construct fully finished basement suites. But archaeologists view these lone toilets as diagnostic objects. If excavated 1,000 years from now, this single ceramic fixture would reveal how an entire municipal grid functioned and failed under extreme pressure. Its placement at the absolute lowest point of the structure points directly to an era when homeowners were forced to prioritize containment over catastrophe. Its long secondary use as a wash station demonstrates the physical toll exacted on an entire generation of laborers as they scrubbed away the evidence of industrial work. The Pittsburgh Potty tracks the evolution of the American home, marking the exact spot where the pressures of the industrial city met the private lives of the families who built it.